Hello and welcome back to Dance with Shaka TV. I am Shaka, I am a heels dancer and movement artist, and I am here to bring some movement into your day. This video is a stretch routine with the focus of range of motion and flexibility in the hamstrings and the hips. Okay, so this is actually a bit of a problem area for me. I'm not very flexible in these areas, and so this is why I wanted to make this video, because I know if I'm struggling with this, then other people are too. So I want to let you know, this is a bit of a high intensity video. It is long. Please feel free to stop at any point, especially if this is new to you. You're gonna feel a lot of stretching in these areas, but again, if you feel any pain, please stop. Do not continue with the video or slow down, make modifications, go at a different pace, or do something that feels really good for your body, okay? Overall, please just listen to your body. Go slow, feel free to stop this video, return to it later. And as a note, if you are practicing this often, you should give your body a couple days rest in between this routine. Yes, because this is a very, again, high intensity sort of little routine that I've put together that needs some space in between. Yes, so max do this like twice a week. I guarantee you will see some improvement, but be gentle with yourself on the in-between days, because again, you don't want to injure yourself. Usually with flexibility and range of motion, we push too hard too fast because we're really desperate for that flexibility, because we think it looks so nice on everyone else and we want that for ourselves. But trust me, taking it slow and steady is great for you. You're gonna build the strength that you need for the flexibility to happen in your body, okay? Because all these things are connected. It's not just flexibility, it's also strength and range of motion. So before we get into it, I want to tell you we're going to be doing most of this on the floor, so clear yourself a nice little area in your house or wherever you are. If you have a yoga block, that would be great. 2 would be even better. But if you don't, you can always use things around your house like a chair next to you or potentially like a couch or something like that. Before we get into this video, I always like to start my practices with setting an intention. Okay, this is really important to kind of give your body the space to really sink into that intention as you're going through the motions. Yes? So for today's intention, I want you to think of this. And you can use it as a bit of an affirmation and repeat it in those spots in the video where things get sticky and kind of tough. So this is the kind of affirmation, if you will. I am totally satisfied with my body's range of motion and flexibility, but eager to play with more. Okay, I'm going to say that again. I am totally satisfied with my body's range of motion and flexibility, but I'm eager to play with more. Okay? This sets the intention that we're not forcing ourselves to flexibility. We want to get there because it's fun, because it's exciting, because we would love to play with it, not because our body is in any shape right now, wrong or bad. Yes? Because again, sometimes in flexibility, your body, especially your nervous system, has to be really relaxed in order for you to push further. And your nervous system will not be relaxed if it feels this pressure of I have to get better, I have to go further, I have to reach that limit, I have to go beyond my capabilities. If the nervous system is not relaxed, you're not going to progress in a safe way. So again, this is a good intention to remind yourself that you're totally satisfied with where you're at with your flexibility and your range of motion, and anything extra is just delightful. You're gonna play with it. It's not necessary, it's just a treat to you, okay? Takes the pressure off the body, lets the nervous system relax, and you can really relax into those movements. So again, if you need to come back to this in those sticky sections of the routine where you're really pushing and you're like, oof, okay, let's calm down. Let's remind myself, I'm totally satisfied with my body's flexibility and range of motion, but I'm eager to play with more. It just takes the foot off the gas and it lets your nervous system just calm down and ease into that stretch a little bit more. Okay, so now that all that's said, I encourage you to find a space on the floor and we're gonna get started. Okay, so you're gonna get comfortable somewhere on your floor. Yes, you can put a yoga block on either side of you if you have them at the ready. And we're first just gonna start in 90-90, yes? So this is one of the positions you can do if you're ever feeling a little stuck in any of the motions and you wanna take a break. So have a nice wide stance with your feet. Let your knees just fall, yeah? Just gonna do this a couple times just to warm up the hips, the hip flexors, the adductors, the abductors. Yes, maybe you haven't moved a lot today and you just need to find some movement in this area, yeah? Don't let yourself force the knees down. Let them just fall, yeah? You might find your booty, slowly moves forward a little bit, so you might have to adjust yourself. That's totally normal, yeah? So again, no expectations, just let them fall, yeah? Lean back into those hands, let the knees fall side to side. It's gonna feel really nice. All right, and we're gonna get going. So we're gonna let them come all the way to this side and we're gonna reach, yes? Reaching nice and far. The other side, we're gonna come and reach, yes. So you're gonna start to feel a little bit more down the thigh, down the side of the leg, yes? Coming in and reaching, nice. And reaching, last one, and reaching. Now, if you want to stay reaching, that's totally fine, but if you want to go a little further, you're going to press both hands into the ground. Come, bring your chest to your knee. Up and other side, pressing down, chest to knee. Other side, chest to knee, yes, and other side, chest to knee. Okay, if you're ready to level up again, try this without the arms. That can be really tricky. You're gonna have to use your core, yes? Nice big breaths here. Keep yourself from moving forward too much. And if you're still reaching, hey, you're doing great. Don't even worry about it. One more on each side. Oof. Let's do this. Nice, okay, all right. Bring it back to 90-90s, yeah? Now that you're a little warm in your legs and your hip flexors. All right, now we're gonna set ourselves up in a 90-90 position this way. You wanna be facing the side. Now you wanna look at your legs and make sure they're true 90-90. So this leg has to be pointing straight and then a 90-degree angle from your knee. Same thing here, straight, 90-degree angle. You're gonna press your hands and your weight into that forward facing knee and let just the back foot come off the ground. It's gonna feel like almost nothing and you might be able to get up just this much or not at all, okay? That's totally okay. What you wanna make sure is that you're not lifting back at all when you're going in between. You wanna stay pressed in here and just lift that foot, yes? Now, even if you cannot lift your foot physically off the floor, that's okay. But I want you to try. Pretend you are able to so that you're still working those muscles in your body, making it feel like you're getting it off the floor. Nice, now we're gonna switch. We're gonna take just the knee off the floor, still pressing the weight all into this front leg and just lift that knee, okay? If ever you feel like you're getting further than me, like your leg is coming further or less, it's okay. Never judge your body for where it is. Again, let it know that it can relax into every position and that you are totally satisfied with where you're at today. Okay, one more here. Nice, and now we're gonna combine those things. So we're actually gonna bring this whole leg in to meet this foot and bring it all the way back. Yes, bringing it in and pushing it back. Yes, coming back into that stable 90-90 position each time while still putting weight forward into this front leg. Yes? You can point your toe. If you feel it cramping, you don't have to point your toe. There we go. One last one. Nice, okay. Setting ourselves up on the other side. Here we go. Again, making sure that we are in the correct position, 90 and 90. Pressing our weight in here, lifting that foot. Yes. Now one side might be better or worse than the other. You might have more range of motion in one side versus the other, and that's totally normal. We are usually very off balance. So again, don't judge yourself, just be mindful. Remind yourself you're totally, totally satisfied with where you are. but you're eager to play with more. Okay? 2 more on this side. Now lifting the knee, push. Nice. Now you can twist in that upper body as long as you're not taking pressure off of this leg. You want to still be putting your weight down to keep this leg firmly on the ground. Nice, and now we're sweeping everything in and pushing back, and in, and back, in, and back. If you have to take it slower, that's totally fine. You can go twice for 1 and all the way back. Yes, but sometimes the quickness is really good. Just gets your body a little bit more on fire, yes? Nice, okay. So, that's our first little section. Now we're gonna take our feet and put them out in front of us. This doesn't have to be your open pancake maximum splits here. This can just be something comfortable as long as you can still keep your back super straight while your legs are straight. Yes, if you can't, I encourage you to sit on a block or a cushion or a pillow, yes? So you wanna think of actively flexing those feet, not passively flexing. You wanna think of actively flexing so there's energy coming all the way down the backs of your legs and back at you through those toes, okay? So keeping your legs like that, you're gonna put one hand on top of the other, let your head sink down to the ground, and you're gonna pulse 3 times on the floor coming up. Each pulse, we're gonna breathe. So you're gonna go, coming up, and we're gonna go, coming up, coming up, keeping those nice and flexed legs, coming up. Nice. Now we're gonna take our hands out to the sides and we're gonna just swivel back and forth with our upper body. So we're gonna breathe. Now I can't keep my back arms straight because I have a wall here. So I'm gonna bend, but hopefully you have space in your house to keep that arm straight. Yes? And keep those breaths. Nice. 1 more. Okay, now same position, you're gonna take your pinky from this hand and you're gonna pretend to saw off the pinky on that hand, that foot, sorry. Saw, saw, saw. Same with those 3 little pulses. Now try your best not to move your body forward. It can be challenging. You can touch pinky to pinky. That's more or less the goal, but hey, again, if you're not there, don't worry about it. You're fine. 1 more. Nice, okay. Now we're gonna think of think of pulling those legs in from your hips. So pulling and pushing away. Nice, pulling in, pushing away. Pulling in, pushing away, pulling in, and pushing away. 4 more. Two more. Nice. Okay, if you have to, I encourage you to, give yourself some help and go back to some 90-90s. If that feels really good for your body, go for it. And when you're feeling good, we're gonna set up in a butterfly position. So we're gonna put our soles of our feet together, bring them in close to our crotch. And if you wanna hold on to your toes or your ankles, wherever feels comfortable for you, we're gonna pulse our knees down for 8 and then hold for 8. So we're gonna go pulse, 2, 3, 4, yes, 5, 6, 7, 8, and now we're gonna hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, keep breathing. 5, 6, 7, 8, we're gonna do it all again. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, release there. Woo, nice. Okay, we're gonna set up in our tabletop position. I'm gonna face the side. If you wanna continue to face the front, that's totally fine. So you're gonna find your shoulders over top your wrists. We're gonna pull let's say our front leg just so it's easy. Front leg back, and keep it in that 90 degree, and then we're gonna pull to the side and back down. Yes? Back, side, and down. Back, side, and down. Back, side, and down. Back, side, and down. We're gonna go the other way. So we're gonna go side, back, and down. And side, back, and down. And side, and back, and down. A couple more. Last one. Nice. Now we're gonna switch legs, okay? So the back leg is gonna go now. And make sure when you come into these positions that you're not making any sort of weird shapes in your body to really get those, you know, motions. You wanna keep your torso, hips to shoulders nice and steady. So we're gonna bring it back. We're gonna go back and side and down. Back, side, and down. Back, side, and down. Back, side, and down. Breathing. And reverse it. We're gonna go side and back and down. Side, back, and down. Nice. Nice, okay, so from here, sorry, I just have a hair in my mouth. Now we're gonna get into our plank, yes? So we're gonna stretch our back legs out in a nice strong plank here. Again, making sure that your hips are not too far down or pressed up. You want them nice in line with your spine. Okay, we're gonna do some mountain climbers from here. So we're gonna touch one knee almost to the opposite elbow. Yes, they don't have to touch, but as long as that's the direction they're going in. Nice. Two more. Woo! Nice. Okay, we're gonna pull that front leg into a pigeon. Yes, so have it rest between those two front hands here and lower yourself. Wherever you feel like you can be lowered is fine. If you have to have your back straight up, that's totally okay. If you wanna actually get down to your elbows, that's also fine. And if this feels fine for you and you wanna go lower, you can also put your forehead on the palms of your hands. Remembering to breathe here. This one's gonna need a lot of breaths, so stay consistent with deep, deep breaths. And make them audible. The sound of breath and any sort of moaning or groaning is actually really good for the nervous system. It helps it to relax. Yes, so tell your body that it is safe to relax in this position. After one more breath, we're gonna slowly and safely get up. Okay, nice and slow. Rise up. Bring this front leg back to meet the other one in a plank, and then we're gonna switch. So we're gonna bring that other leg in between the two hands, lower yourself down, see where you're at in this side, and find a spot that's comfortable for you. So again, elbows are an option, and your forehead down is an option as well. Breathing here. It is safe for my body to relax. Last breath here. Good, now safely come up and out of it. Press your hands down, push your legs back, and we're gonna come into a downward dog. Yep, so reposition yourself wherever you need to be to make this comfy for you, and walk out those legs, pedal those feet so that you can try to see if you can touch those heels to the ground, which, I mean, usually I can't do this comfortably, but I'm able to. Bending in the knees is fine here. We're not really pushing that much. We're just trying to see if we can get a little bit of the heels down, walking those feet out, pushing into those hands, yes? Even bending in the knees and pushing back farther is gonna feel nice too, yep. And when you're ready, you're gonna walk your hands to your feet or your feet to your hands, and you're gonna slowly roll up to standing. Nice. Coming forward, yes, we're gonna get a little bit more into the full body. We are going to take a nice deep breath up and down. Bending those legs, bending those knees, making sure the knees are tracking over the toes, pulling to the back wall. Exhale on your way down. Inhale on your way up. Nice, couple more. Nice, and down. This time, you're gonna pitch your toes forward and you're gonna keep your legs straight. Yes, and you're gonna fold forward all the way down to the ground. See where you land. You know, you might be surprised at how far you feel you can get right now. That's good. You're gonna take all your weight over to one of your legs. Let's say the right leg. You're gonna hold here. You're gonna make sure you're thinking of straightening your leg from the back of your knee, which sometimes can get bent in this position. You're gonna give yourself lots of love, even massage the back of the leg where it feels tight. Yes, holding here. Nice, and then we're gonna go to the other foot. Walk it over to the left. Again, thinking of stretching through the back of that knee, sending love to this leg, letting it know it can relax. Yeah, exactly. And massaging that tightness, okay? Coming back to center. And we're gonna roll it up. Great job. Okay, now we're gonna reposition ourselves to face the side. Yes, so front toe should be facing all the way and back toe should be facing a bit of a diagonal. You might have to reposition yourself. You might also need a yoga block at this time, so just prep it if you need it. Right next to your toes. You're gonna take your hands right on either side of your feet. You're gonna bend both legs. And then you're gonna see if you can find a way to stretch both of those legs while your hands stay on the floor. If you need the block, use it. Yes, we're gonna bend and stretch, and bend and stretch. Seeing if you can get both of these legs to straighten all the way, stretching behind the knee. Yes? Bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Last one. Bend and stretch. Nice. Okay. Coming to the front now, facing forward with both feet. Again, same thing. You're gonna bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Nice. Bend and stretch. If you need to go slower, that is fine. You can do two. Bend and stretch. Yes. Bend and stretch. Good. We're gonna go to the other side. Again, prep that yoga block if you need. We're gonna go and bending, nice, and stretch. Good. Bend and stretch. If you wanna keep it slow, go for it. Or if you wanna speed up, bend and stretch, and bend and stretch. Nice. Stretching behind the knees. Good. Bend and stretch. Two more. Good. Good. Coming into a lunge from here. Yes, if you need to take a little break, that's totally fine. Bringing that leg forward, and we're rocking into the back heel, keeping that back leg nice and straight. Hands on either side of our foot. Breathing into this. Nice. Letting the knee come down, readjusting so you're not too far forward. Whew. Hello. You're in a bit of a 90-90 degree here. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna think of tucking your pelvis under, yeah? So like the tail between the legs type of feel, really feeling that. If you need any cushion for your knee, this is probably a good point to get some. So you wanna think of tucking that tailbone underneath, yes? Really feeling that scrunch in your tummy. You're gonna take your hand over and lean ever so slightly and gently while still keeping that pelvis tucked, okay? You don't want to arch it so that you can find more space. You want to keep it nice and tucked. Yes. Ooh, that feels good. And if you need to hold on to anything, a yoga block, that's totally fine. Coming back down. Nice. Now, hands again back on either side of the foot, pushing that leg back a little bit. And we're gonna find our way to this position. Your knee is gonna be on the floor. You're gonna take your back hand, wrapping it around to reach that foot and grab that foot. Pulling that foot a little bit in towards your booty and trying to stretch from your hips all the way to the floor. It's a bit of a tricky situation. It's gonna feel a little crazy in the beginning, and if you can't grab your foot, if you're here, that's fine too. Pretend, yeah? Keep the motion coming together. Feel as if you can grab that foot, or if you need to wrap something around your foot to then hold it, you can also do that as well. Yes, the motion here is great, what we're looking for. Okay, let that go. We're gonna pull ourselves all the way back onto that foot, yeah, leaving this one straight in front of us. We can stay sitting on the foot, or we can sit on the floor if we want a bit of a deeper stretch. And folding forward into that foot, stretching that leg. Nice. Okay, coming out of it. Pushing up and coming forwards. Now, if you would like to, at this point, practice your splits on that side, feel free, pause this video, go to town, as long as you're staying safe. But if you want to skip that and maybe do that at the end, you can also do that. Okay, so trying to balance on this leg. See if you can put your whole foot down if possible while balancing here. Yes. And now walking over to the other side, stretching this straight leg. You can play with flexing the foot or pointing it just to see how it feels differently. And then we're gonna come up into a lunge on this side, yes? Hands can stay down, don't worry about coming up. Pushing back into that heel, rocking a little bit if you'd like. Now, knee comes down on the ground. We're gonna come more into a bit of a 90-90 position. Again, if you need knee coverings here, we're gonna tuck that tailbone under. Yes, nice and under. And we're gonna take this hand and stretching over. Yes. Okay, coming back out of it. Nice, hands come back on the floor. Give yourself a little bit more space here, so pushing that leg back and then wrapping your back hand to meet your foot. Again, if you can't reach it, however you want to go about almost reaching it is ideal here, yes? Good. And we're almost done, so keep it up, you're doing great, yes? Letting that leg go, pulling all the way back, sitting back onto that leg or onto the floor, stretching into that leg in the back here, the straight leg here, folding forward as much as you can. Remember to audibly exhale. Let your body know that it's safe to relax. Okay, now that we're done that, we're gonna reposition ourselves and we're gonna come into our pancake split. So show me exactly where you are at your fullest range of motion here. Yes, wherever that feels like it is. And again, if you can't sit here with your back straight up, please feel free to sit on something, a small cushion, a block, anything that's kind of helpful for that. You want to think of your legs straight out, and you can have flexed feet for now. We're gonna play with just using our upper body and going side to side with straight arms. Yes. And we're gonna pull all the way over our left leg. Yes. Grabbing onto that leg. Maybe you can grab onto it with your top hand. I cannot, but if you can, go for it. Yes? Now coming up, other side, we stretch, pulling each side. Nice. Like someone's got you and they're playing tug of war. Nice. Now stretching all the way over to the right. Nice. Coming up slow. And here we go. Last thing we're gonna do, or second last thing I should say, we are gonna just walk forward with a flat back. Make sure your back is kind of just teetering forward flat. And as far as you can go, maybe you can reach your elbows to the floor, maybe you can't yet, that's fine. Once you are gone as far as you can, you're gonna just let your top of your body round and stay heavy. Let your head fall and let the weight of your upper body just help you with that stretch. This is a nice static stretch in your pancake position, just to feel really good in that stretch here. Yeah, wherever you are. Again, wherever you are is fine. Be totally satisfied with your body and its range of motion and flexibility. And then you can be eager to just play with more. Okay, slowly walking yourself up, using your hands if necessary. And now, pulling your legs in. You don't need to do this with your adductors if you don't want to. You can actually just use your hands, guide them slowly. If you're someone who has struggle touching their toes, which is me, this is a good stretch. You're gonna think of really like trying, again, like the saw motion. Go from pinky to pinky, go from side to side, side to side. And when you get to this position, when you're really far, you're gonna feel the need to kind of tense up. Think about, instead of tensing up, push the heel of that foot or both feet into the ground. It's a really weird concept, but think push and let yourself go in the middle to back to neutral, even though it's fast, boom, and push and push and push and push. You could even just touch the side of your feet, yeah? Doesn't matter, push and push. Think tense release, yes? And you can do that a couple more times, but that's the gist of it, that one. So let yourself be done. Give yourself so much thanks. Thank your body for what it just allowed you to do. Yes, if you want to do any of the relaxing positions, open butterfly, or again, 90-90, or if you even want to come into a child's pose at the end to just let yourself relax. Again, be gentle with your body after doing this circuit, and if you didn't get through it, you can always return to it and come back and try it again. Try to get further, try to go up the levels in certain areas. If you do this often, you should see good results, but again, do not push yourself, okay? Remember the feeling, you want to be relaxed. The intention is to be relaxed and totally satisfied. So again, I don't suggest you do this more than twice a week. That's gonna be plenty, and give yourself lots of love in between and be very gentle again, okay? Thank you so much. I hope you had such a wonderful stretch practice with me. Check out my videos to see what else you can learn from me. I also have dance videos. If you would like to learn full dance routines with me, I'm your girl. I'm gonna get up slowly and give myself nice gentle movement in my body, what feels good for me right now. You can do the same. Feeling into those hips. If you like this video, I hope you press like. I hope you share this with your friends. You can subscribe to my channel. And if you want to see any other specific videos from me, leave it in the comments below. I would love to make more of these, all right? Have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day.